Yellowing leaves on ZZ plant are typically a sign of improper care. In this video, you will learn reasons behind yellowing and some easy fixes. ZZ plants are resilient, and with proper care adjustments, they can recover from yellowing leaves. First of all, check watering. Overwatering is a common cause of yellowing ZZ plant leaves. Make sure the plant is not sitting in water and that the top inch or so the soil has dried out before watering. ZZ plants prefer to dry out slightly between waterings. Overwatering is the number one cause of yellowing leaves on most of indoor houseplants. Plants in soil don't like to sit in excess water. Pooling water can lead to root rot, which can kill your plant. If you suspect overwatering, stick your finger about 2 inches into the soil or use a chopstick. Does it feel wet or you see some soil on the chopstick? Don't water again until it dries out, and be sure that your pot has drainage holes. Lighting. ZZ plants require very little light. They can thrive even in areas far from windows. Nevertheless, they do require a least of minimal amount of light. When your plant lacks sufficient light, you may notice its leaves turning yellow and falling off, particularly the older leaves near the plant's base. To remedy this, simply relocate your plant to a spot with brighter lighting. It will greatly improve its overall health. Check the soil and the roots. Remember that ZZ plants have a low water requirement. They have bulbs under the soil that store water similar to a camel's hump, which means they can endure extended periods without the need of watering. Whether you are watering your plant too often or the soil isn't draining well, wet roots lead to root rot, which then stops the steady supply of water and nutrients to the leaves and the rest of the plant. Check the roots. If you see brown areas of rot, then you have a root rot problem. Root rot disables the root from working. Use pruners to neatly cut the rot out of the roots. Remove the most severely affected roots and make incisions in the healthy roots to stimulate the development of new root growth. If the soil is too dry, severe water deficiency can result in changes in leaf color, wilting, and leaf drop, which can be disheartening for the plant lovers. If the soil in your plant pot is excessively dry, the issue might be underwatering. Fortunately, the bright side is that by changing the watering routine, your ZZ plant can recover relatively swiftly. And what to do with the yellow leaves? Remove the areas that have been impacted. Begin by trimming away all the yellow leaves. If every leaf has turned yellow, you may need to retain a few, as the plant still needs some leaves for photosynthesis. Inspect the plant's stem for sign of infection. If any of the stems have turned yellow, trim them at the point where they connect to the tuber. Once the recovery process begins, the plant should start growing back in a healthy manner. If you have any questions, drop them below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more houseplants care videos.